War on Christmas.
A war on Thanksgiving.
This war on fun.
The war on straws.
War on meat.
Joe Biden declared war on freedom yesterday.
It's a war on small businesses.
The war on dogs.
There is a war on parents.
The left's war on children.
War on privacy and middle America.
It's a war on business, a war on building, a war on growth.
This is a war on police now. It's a war on achievement.
There is a war on hot dogs.
A war on white journalists.
Great point.
The government's war on the Attilas gym in New Jersey.
War on men.
War on cars. War on appetizers.
War on Christianity and Judaism.
Hi, this is Alonzo Bodden. I hope you had a beautiful Christmas, Kwanzaa, Monday off weekend, Hanukkah if you're still celebrating. I hope it all worked for you because we are back and we are busy because, ladies and gentlemen, we are at war. That's right, we are at war. And you know what? There's a hell of a lot of wars. There's actually more wars than they can fight. I don't know how the conservatives fight all these wars and own the libs at the same time. These people are obviously busy. There's a lot of wars going on. And you know what I think? I think they could combine some wars and save on some resources. I mean, with this many wars, how many soldiers can you honestly commit to each war? I've only seen 1 or 2 at each war. That's not much. And what about generals? Don't you have to have a lot of generals to have a lot of wars? There can't be this many generals. So I'm going to do my part. It's the season of giving, and in the spirit of giving, I'm going to give some advice on combining your wars. You guys are just inefficient warriors.
War on MAGA.
War on Christmas parties.
The war on the suburbs.
War on school choice.
The war on conservative women.
Declaring war on cows.
There's war on wealthy Americans.
There's war on Republican governors.
War on all things conservative. The war on American culture.
The war on, yes, white men.
War on Fox.
War on soda.
There's now a war on styrofoam.
The Democrats' war on cooking with gas.
The war on the taxpayer.
There's a war on legal guns.
War on toxic masculinity.
War on red hats.
Biden's war on tradition.
War on YouTube conservatives.
War on knives.
Now, right off the bat, you got a war on Christmas and a war on Christmas parties. Now, that is obviously wasteful. We can combine those two. See, now you're saving. Huh? A war on men, a war on toxic masculinity. That's a 2-for-1. Now you throw in white men. That's right. White men, and the war on toxic masculinity. As a matter of fact, you have a black man saying there's a war on white men. So I think you've already won that one. Maybe you can drop it. You got a war on MAGA, and you got a separate war on red hats. Well, you can't do that. That's like having a war on soldiers and a war on uniforms. It's the same thing. You're wasting time. You let MAGA, red hat, we'll combine those and fight them both at the same time. A war on business and a war on small business? Well, who's going to fight this? I mean, what business are you in? The business of war. In which case, your war is big business. Well, no, you're a big business. See what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. So we're going to just combine all the businesses and go to war with all of them. A war on white journalists and a war on Fox? Really? Do you need me to explain that one? I don't think so. You're doubling down. And hey, if there's a war on Fox, isn't that really a war on freedom? See how all this works? I'm saving you wars. I'm saving on your wars. Let's keep going. A war on conservatives, a war on young conservatives, and a war on conservative women? You can't have 3 separate wars. They're all wars, and you're under attack, aren't you? Isn't that what started all this? A war on dogs and a war on hot dogs? That can't be 2 separate wars. You know why? Because you're stupid people, and dogs and hot dogs are the same thing to you. Listen, a war on Christians and Jews? You can't be at war with 2 groups if Kanye can't pick which group he's going to be at war with. So stop it. No, there's no war there. Now, Thanksgiving, fun, straws, and meat. That's right. I think that's wars 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whatever number there are, they actually sound pretty good together. Thanksgiving fun with straws and meat. Come on. Doesn't that sound like a Martha Stewart special? And isn't that something that parents and children can enjoy together? See, I've just eliminated 6 wars all into one. Thank you, Martha Stewart. Okay, who else is fighting? Wealthy Americans and governors? Last I saw, they're partying at the same ball. That makes them the same war. I am saving you so much here. Why? Why am I making it easy for you? Okay, let's keep going. The war on achievement? Come on, you have to achieve something for there to be war and achievement, so don't even worry about that one. Same thing with growth and building. You're not building anything, and you haven't grown anything, so let those wars go. Now it's getting a little tricky. A war on the suburbs and a war on privacy in middle America. Some would say you could fight those, but really, with all the sex scandals you guys have, haven't you already won that one? Same thing with the gym. You won that war. Why? Because there's no more mandates for masks or anything else, so who the hell are you really fighting? Let it go. Take the win. What about the war on soda and styrofoam? Well, we've seen how you eat, America, and, you've kind of won that one. The war against legal guns and the war against police. Well, how are you going to arm yourself for a war against police if there's no legal gun? Oh, that's right. You only support the police who shoot unarmed people. Those are the only cops you support, so I guess that war can't be fought with legal. See, I'm even confused as to who's fighting who now. Damn it, you guys are good. Okay, I think we're down to knives and appetizers. That's right, the war on knives and the war on appetizers. And you know what? I support those wars. That's right, because what kind of psychopath is serving appetizers that you need knives to eat? Come on, if you need a knife to eat it, it's supposed to be an entree, not an appetizer. So I do support those wars. Here's another war I support. The war on stupid. That's right, we're up against stupid. Now, I know you guys are stupid, and I've said it 1,000,000 times. Stupid don't get tired. So this war ain't easy, but we're going to keep fighting you. We're going to keep throwing common sense and book learning at you, and one day, maybe the light will come on. What light? Oh, the electric light. Wait a minute. We need a power grid for that. Should we check with Abbott down in Texas? No, never mind. Asking Abbott about power, that would be stupid. You almost got me.